Okay, people? Stop being democratic parents. What do you guys want for dinner? Do we do the veggies or we just have ice cream? What are they going to ask? What are they going to prefer? Ice cream. Okay, raise your hand. How many of you want? Okay. It's all of us. Family is never democratic. Okay? So get that out of your mind. Divorced parents playing dirty, gaining easy affection from their children, giving them everything they want and never what they need. Divorced parents play very dirty because they make it democratic totally. What do you want? What do you desire, mija? And you only have them for a weekend and you give them everything they need. And then you tell them that their mother is a bruja, right? She's a witch. So when they come back home Sunday night, they're obese, they got everything they wanted. I mean, you send them with a little plastic bag, you know, with their clothes, and they come back with a whole bunch of bags full of toys and a whole bunch of things. And the divorce parent thinks they just gave him affection and true love. No, you didn't give them what they need. And we think that's love. Nowadays, money is the same as affection. And it's not true. And kids are happier with money and instead of you giving them a hug. Or being there for them. Being there for just to communicate with them. Turn off the TV, put down the newspaper, and actually just be there for your children. If they actually lay down next to you, touch them. Touch their hair, touch their elbow or their shoulder or whatever. Have that physical contact. How have you been? How have you been feeling? I'm actually here for you. That's what they need. And then stop those stupid phrases, okay, parents are saying today. My children must have what I did. What I didn't have. That's stupid. And you give them everything. And the other second phrase. They must never struggle the way I did. You're creating monsters that think that the world owes everything to you. What happened to your struggle? What happened to your sacrifice? What happened to your persistence? Remember that. That's what made you a person with character. That's what makes you value things. You take kids to vacation, they're at the beach, and they're actually in front of the ocean, in front of the whole thing, and they're in WhatsApp or they're in Facebook. And they're not even appreciating where they're at right now. They're not even appreciating their sacrifice for that vacation. They're already making plans for when they go back. And they were never there for a vacation. They were somewhere else. Why? Because life owes me this. My parents owe me this. You have to give me this because if not, and then the kids do this to you. Why did you bring me to this life? Did I ask you to bring me to this life? Why are you making me suffer so much, Mom? What? Okay, let's go to buy the tennis Puma. Okay? And they're doing the same tantrum, but they're bigger now, right? And they're still saying, Mommy, Mommy, who fools you so much? Sorry, who loves you so much? Today's parents are only committed to entertain their kids, not educate them. How to educate them? Then authority. Not authoritarianism. Not democracy. Authority. What is authority? The most important and effective instrument. Your living example. That's what gives you authority. Your example. That's why we talk too much. You talk too much, you worry me to death. I guess I'm too old. Consistency, persistence. That's why parents say, mijo, don't do what I do. Do what I say. Why? Because there's no authority in the parent. Look at, did you hear that phrase? Mijo, don't do what I do. Do what I say. Because I'm not being an example. That's why I have to talk too much. What I said in Mass. I have to talk a lot to convince with my words because I cannot convince with my life. So what type of parents are you? What type of parents have you been? Let them see how you created your life. How you did it to make your dreams come true. Let them see the effort. Don't tell them so much about the effort. They know. And if you're going to say that story, just say it once, okay, in their lifetime. Or every 5 years, not every day. When we were young, mijo, when we were young, we were real poor. We have to walk half an hour for water. Come on, your kid can write that story already. He knows it by memory. What's the example? Affection, hugging, presence, conversations. Avoid monologues, people. Roof, roof, roof. Roof, roof, roof. Avoid those monologues. Approve of their effort. Mijo, wow, I want to tell you that. I'm so proud of you. You got a 50. Why? Because before it was 40. Don't be congratulating him until he gets a 100. Is it a big change from 40 to 50? That's 10 points, people. That's his effort. Recognize it. You know, people see the 40 and then they get the 50. You're still flunking? You're still doing terrible? You're still, no, recognize that effort. Next month, 55. You know? Little by little. Recognize that effort. Remind them of their qualities. The good things that are in your children. Why? You know how many no's we get when we're children? We get close to 500 no's daily when we're growing up. Don't do that. Don't get on the sofa. Don't even think about it. Don't go in there. Don't get out of here. Don't walk far away. Don't, no. Close to 500, no. Are you self-worthy? No. Can you imagine how many no's is that? So we need to remember our children, their qualities. You know? And if you can't find any, go into Google it up, you know? Qualities you can tell a child. Don't exaggerate and don't tell them things that they're not either. Alright? Clear rules. Authority has very clear rules from the beginning, people. Not as you go along. You have the rules and the consequences. If you don't comply with this rule, if you don't do it, you're going to get these consequences. And then you don't have to be getting upset. You don't have to be yelling people. You're not going out of this house. You're not going to no party for 10 years. I'm going to go tomorrow to the... Okay. Roof, roof, roof. Roof, roof, roof. No, the rules are this. I want you here at 11. If not, these are the consequences, right? And the rules are, parents, you want your kid, mom for this one. Mijo! Mijo! I wouldn't respond because there are 8 of us. So. But then, by the 4th time, Rafi! It could have been Gabi. It could have been something else. Rafael! That's me. But maybe it's not that important. Rafael! And then when she would throw the whole name, Rafael Castillo! That was to, she wasn't talking to some Rafael Lopez, Rafael Gonzalez, it was me. So then I would go, ahí voy, ahorita. 5 minutes, right? The ahorita means 5 more minutes. Then I would finally get it. And she would say, dame el agua que está. Give me the water that's right there. I was making roads for my Hot Wheels out there in the dirt. I was making a bridge. Engineering. And she calls me for the glass of water that's right there. Parents, don't do that. Don't do that. Your children later on may end up giving conferences and talking about you. No? And even if you're dead. No. Get the 3 things you want your children to do every day. The 3 things, people. Not everything, because when moms are neurotic, they ask for everything. Dame el vaso de agua. No. The 3 main things you want them to do daily. Which are they? And don't be asking for more. So really think about those 3 things, okay? Really start thinking. Now, kids, don't be just doing your 3 things, right? Your mom falls off the ladder and no, it's not included. Come on, people. Yeah. Mijo, will you pick me up? It's not on the list. Do I get extra points if I pick it up? Come on, don't be there. But the 3 main things, just write them down. And if they don't do them, consequences. And make your bed. You go over there and do his bed. You don't have to discuss. You know, you didn't do your bed today, right? Remember the consequences for that? I'm just reminding you. You're not going to fight. You're not going to get your own neurotic tantrums right there. No. You're going to keep it cool. Now, as parents, you're going to be talking like this because you're authority. Right? You know, you didn't make your bed. Remember the consequence for that, okay? Love you. That's it. Okay? Clear rules and consequences. Plain. And the consequences are going to be plain. Because then you say something, then you let them do something else. Don't do that. Authority motivates people. When you're the adult, that motivates your children. There's firmness in your house. There's authority in your house. Where their behavior and attitude. Look at all that my son. All right, let me get this idea. Remember that as parents, it's goodbye to selfishness. Okay? We become for our children. So stop concentrating on yourself. As soon as you have a child, stop concentrating on yourself only. You're there for your children. And you got to prepare a good future for them. And as a family, you're a team. And a team has a clear goal. What's the goal? Love. Love. Confidence. Empathy. Understand your children. Children understand your parents. Empathy. Walk in their sandals for a mile. Be thankful. Be thankful for what you have. Don't be just bragging of the things you do not have. When was the last time you gave thanks to your parents for what you had? No, you're normally asking them for what you still need. For what you still want and desire, which is even worse. Thank them. Your dad may faint because he's not going to believe it, that you're actually thanking him for his effort, for everything he has gotten for you in life, and for being there. He may just find, or he may start crying. Dad, my children. Dad, I want to thank you for everything you have given me in my life. I love you. Then you start doing that waving of hands.